Today's video is sponsored by Keeper Security.
CES 2020 starting, it's on and popping while I got my tech gear swag ready for all is walking. Second time coming back, so you can say it's often, cause I'm about to show you all of my gear that I packed this morning. Listen, Sony A7 III is packed with me, yes, it's the best, I agree. Roving mic for the audio seat with gimbals on deck, stable footage 3D, woo! No more talking, let's get into it and show you all this gear. Hit that subscribe button just down below and join the squad this year. Squad!
I'm just saying it should be better. Took you away and said I could love you forever. You know that in the end that we gon' end up together. Everything's so different since you changed.
What up, y'all? Welcome back. C-Kid Tech here, man. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. This is a channel where I like to talk as well as rap about all things tech, just like you heard in the intro of this video, man. So if that is something y'all are interested in, then definitely click on that subscribe button down below, as well as click on that notification bell, so that way you ain't missing out on none of these dope videos your boy got coming y'all way. So what are we talking about today? Now, y'all already know, man, your boy is on his way to CES in Las Vegas. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what CES is, basically it's the largest tech convention here in the States, where a bunch of companies come out, man. They show brand new innovative products that may be coming out, some are just concept based, but it is just a showroom floor full of just dope, amazing tech, man. Today's video, man, we're gonna be talking about all of the tech gear that I personally like to take with me when I travel to conventions like this, whether it's a CES convention or whether it's like the Samsung Unpacked event and all other different type of events, whether I'm going from New York to LA or wherever I'm traveling to. This is the gear that I personally like to travel with anytime that I'm traveling for any type of creative work that I may be doing. So I'm gonna be showing you guys every single piece of tech that is in this bag. But before I do that, I gotta keep it real with y'all. Low-key already packed all of this stuff up because I'm literally getting ready to fly out. Like, I'm leaving here in probably about 5 minutes just so I can hop in the car, run to the airport, and so I can fly out and get out there so I don't miss my flight. But I packed everything up already, so I'm gonna show y'all pretty much everything that's in here as soon as I get to the hotel. But let me catch this flight, and in the meantime, on my way there, man, I'm gonna tell y'all about the sponsor of today's video. Let's go. All right, y'all, so real quick before we actually go in there and I show you all of the cool tech that I brought here at CES with me, I gotta tell you guys about the sponsor of today's video, which is Keeper Security. Now, Keeper Security is a super dope application, y'all, that's gonna allow you guys to be able to store unlimited amount of passwords for all of the applications that you guys use out there today. Now, for myself, I'm the type of guy that I pretty much use a separate password for every single thing that I have. I needed some type of software that is going to allow me to be able to store all of my passwords and just keep that list growing as I log into different things. Another cool feature that I like about them is that they have a feature called Breach. Now, Breach is going to be an option that is going to take the information that it has about you and is going to take that and not only just scan the web, it's also going to scan the dark web to see if there's any type of stolen information that is out there on you, which I think is a really cool feature, man, that's just going to give you that peace of mind of just being safe and being secure. And then the last feature that I like that they have is an emergency contacts feature. Now, this is going to be a feature that simply is just going to allow you to be able to give up to 5 different people vault access to your passwords. Now, this is going to be simply in the case of an emergency, so obviously you want to make sure that these are someone that you actually trust when it actually comes to giving them your passwords and giving them access to your password vault. But I think this is a really cool feature, man. But overall, I will have a bunch of information if you want to learn more, as well as links for you guys to be able to download and try it out for yourself down in the description below. So definitely make sure you guys go check that out. And again, thanks for Keeper Security for being a sponsor of today's video. And now let's go ahead and go in and I'm gonna show you some of this cool tech that I brought with me. Let's go. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into all of this dope gear that I got to show y'all, man. So right out of the gate, man, I'm gonna start with my Peak Design bag. Now, my Peak Design bag is my #1 go-to bag for all of my camera accessories gear that I like to carry. Plus, on top of that, man, I like to keep a low profile when I'm carrying a lot of my gear. And I think the Peak Design does a very good job at being able to conceal a lot of gear in such a small form factor. So starting right here on the top, y'all, I got to show y'all the workhorse for the channel. Now, this one here is my 15-inch MacBook Pro. Now, this is the MacBook Pro that I use to edit all of my video footage, including this video that you guys are watching right now was edited right here on the 15-inch MacBook Pro. The skin that you guys are seeing is from my friends over at Colorware. And then if I go ahead and open it up, I'll show you guys here. I also have the black and red themed out skin right here as well. Let's see what else we got in here. Now, this one here is my charging battery pack that I have here from Aukey. Now, I take this one with me literally every single where I go. Now, this is a 20,000 milliamp battery pack. It doesn't have enough watts to be able to charge up something like a MacBook Pro, but if you want to charge up like cell phones, earbuds, or what anything like that, then this is going to be a great option. So I no doubt carry this with me everywhere I go. Aukey, shout out to Aukey for sending that out. Let's see, what else do we have here? I have my Totu. This is what I use to get all of my footage off of my camera, and then I upload it to this thing right here, man. This is the Samsung T5. This is a 1 terabyte SSD drive. I literally edit every single video right off of this bad boy right here. This thing is a beast, but I ain't gonna lie to you, this bad boy ain't cheap either. So 1 terabyte Samsung T5 SSD is a beast. So that's pretty much everything that's in there. If I open this bad boy up right here, let's see, I got my Pixel 4. I told you guys over on Twitter as well as Instagram that the Pixel 4 XL was the phone that I was going to take with me out here, just because if I want to pull out something just to get some quick photos with, this is going to be the phone that I take with me to be able to get some dope shots. Then I also keep my Nomad. Now this one here is the one that I use if I'm out there on the showroom floor walking around and I don't want to lug around this bad boy right here. Then I take my Nomad. This is the power bank right here. This one has actually 9,000 milliamps on it, and it also has a towel tracker on it as well. Let's see what else I got in here. Then I have my charging cable for my laptop. Nothing special there. Got another cable. This is actually another Nomad cable. This is a Type-C to Lightning cable for my iPhone. Let's see, and then I'll have a power brick to charge my Pixel up on, and that's pretty much everything there. This here, the most important thing that you carry at CES is no doubt some hand sanitizer, just because there's a lot of people hands you're gonna be shaking here, and there's just a lot of germs that could possibly be passed around. I always carry me some hand sanitizer, and I just clip it right here to my Peak Design bag. All right, so now we're gonna open up on the side here and just kind of get inside of the bag in itself. Now, typically I also carry the camera that you guys are seeing, which is a Sony a7 III camera, paired with a 28mm lens that I also carry inside this bag, but the fact that I'm using it right now to film this video on, it's not in this bag, but typically it's also in this bag. Now, the lens that I'm carrying with me also is the Sony 85mm. This bad boy is the cheat code for getting those dope photos that you guys are wanting to get out there, man. I highly recommend you guys pick this up. I actually got this lens for a steal. It was a whole thing out on Twitter, but I ended up getting it for a steal. But yeah, this lens here is no doubt a must-have in your kit for sure. So I keep that with me. Then I also have my Rode Vid mic. This is just a small one that I keep with me. Now this is the one I'm actually going to use on the showroom floor. I'm just going to mount it to the top of my camera, so that way I don't have to have like my lavalier hooked up to me the entire time. I can just use this and just kind of do more of a run and gun type thing. So definitely have my Rode video mic, and then I also have some Tiffin filters. So this is going to be used for if I'm outside, wanting to do some outside shooting and stuff like that. I can put these on here, and it basically acts as sunglasses for my lens, so that way I can still be able to properly expose the footage that I'm actually shooting with these, because I'm actually planning on going out into the desert, shooting some stuff for the next video that you guys are going to be watching here on the channel. So definitely click on that subscribe button, so that way you ain't missing out on that video. And I'll show you guys the power of this bad boy right here a little later on the channel. But if I flip it around to this side and unzip it, I keep my batteries in here. So this is the batteries here for the Sony a7 III camera. So I keep a couple of those in here. I actually have about 3 of them in here. And then I also have my nice holder here from my SD cards. I have multiple ones that are in here. So I keep this to basically organize and keep them all together. So I carry this on the plane with me, so that way none of this gear is being checked in with TSA, just because I ain't trusting TSA with all this gear. So that is that. So let's go ahead and get into the trunk that you guys are seeing right here. This is where I keep a lot of the good stuff in here. Now, we have the case in itself is an SKB case. Now, I love this case. I actually got it recommended to me by another YouTuber out there. I can't actually remember his name, but he did recommend the SKB cases to me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these bad boys aren't cheap, but when you look at all of the gear that you're carrying, which is thousands and thousands of dollars worth of gear, you want to have something that's going to be hard enough and stable enough to be able to protect all of that gear that you guys are carrying, which is why I went and bought the SKB case. Now, open this bad boy up. We have a nice little foam pad up here, so it's going to protect a lot of the stuff even more if the stuff getting bounced around. Now, I also have here my gimbals. Now, this here is the AK-45. I think it's the AK-2000 from Fiutech. A Fiutech, I think that's how you pronounce the name. This is just the piece of it. This is the actual balancer. This is the stem of it here. And then I also have the legs for it here as well. So I pack all of that inside of there. Now the other thing here, just sitting right here on top, is I always have another external hard drive. Now I trust my T5 here that I mentioned to you guys, this bad boy right here. I no doubt trust it. But for some reason, anytime if I'm going out of town or whatever, I always feel like something could go wrong with this drive or whatever. And I just don't want to have a bunch of footage stored on the SD card that I just can't get off. And I don't typically like offloading footage right onto my MacBook Pro, just because I feel like over time, if I do that, I'm uploading 4K video files to here. It's just going to boggle down the machine. So I always offload off to here, or I'll offload off to here and then do the transfer and whatever off of that. So I always have me a backup. So that is my backup drive that I keep with me. Now the other pocket I have here is another Rode microphone. This one here is a shotgun microphone that I can mount onto the top of my camera. So I brought two of them just in case. I didn't know which one I'm actually going to use. I'm still undecided which one I'm going to use, but anyway, I got them both here, two microphones. And then this one here I actually got when I went to Vid Summit. Major shout out to the people over at Joby, man. They was cool enough to hook me up with this Gorilla Pod. So this is what I'm actually going to be using to actually put the camera that's currently right now on a tripod that I have. I actually will have that mounted up here, and I'm basically just going to be walking around the showroom floor like this, just kind of vlogging, getting a lot of the stuff that I need to get to make for my Best of Tech CES video that's going to be coming here on the channel. And again, if you didn't hear me and you ain't done it yet, click on that subscribe button down below, man, so that way y'all ain't missing out on that video. The next thing I keep, man, is a light. Now I also have another light that's right here. So there's actually two lights that I have, but this one here is by Viltrox. Love this light, man. This light I think was only like 40 bucks. It's like 30 or 40 bucks, which is super cheap compared to this light right here. This light can actually do everything that this light can do. Can change different Kelvin levels, the temperature levels, all of that, brightness settings, everything like that. And I think it actually can retain battery life much better on this one than that one, which costs like over $100, which I'm actually ashamed to say that I paid that much for it. But anyway, you live and you learn. So this here is the one that I recommend if you guys want to pick this one up. Links for all of this stuff will be down in the description below. All right, so this next thing that I got right here, man, is just simply a cover for the monitor that I'm viewing myself on right up here. If I'm outside in natural sunlight or something like that, you're basically gonna use this as a hood to cover up, so that way you can be able to see your screen while you're shooting whatever you're gonna shoot. So for example, I know that we're gonna go out into the desert and do some shooting and stuff out there. So most likely I will be taking this with me. That way I can see exactly what I'm shooting, making sure everything is properly exposed and all of that good stuff like that. So that is what that is. And I always keep me a bag of cables. Like I have every single cable known to man inside of this bag 2 times over. Type-C, all of that. Everything is in here. I always keep me a bag full of cables. Now, the other thing is, in this next pouch is I keep me a bag full of batteries. Now, the recorder that I'm actually recording on right here with this microphone drains batteries like nobody's business. So I make sure to keep me a couple of AA batteries in here, as well as for this mic here. This mic actually requires a what was it, D batteries? I always keep me some extra batteries with this because this mic also drains batteries like crazy. Always make sure you have enough batteries. As you guys already know, the rule of thumb is you can never have enough batteries. Speaking of more batteries, I have more batteries. Now these batteries here are the batteries for the monitor that I'm viewing myself on right here. Also for the light that I mentioned to you guys. Now, funny story with this bad boy right here and why I always carry it. This microphone clip that you guys see right here. For some reason, I don't know why, maybe it's just my clumsiness, but I seem to always break these clips that is on here for some reason. And I always do it at like the worst times, whether if like I really need to get a video shot or if I'm out in the field or whatever, getting some shots, I'll break the lav and then like, boom, there goes the whole video because I now don't have a lav to be able to record the audio that I need for the video. So I went out and bought me some extra ones, man, and I always carry this pack with me just in case if I end up breaking one of these. And so don't jinx me, guys, because I'm hoping I don't break one on this trip. And then for the gimbal, I have the batteries for that in here. Again, more and more batteries. And then I also have the Sony remote control to be able to control the camera without me having to kind of walk around to the camera and different things like that. I can just use this to start the shutter or whatever, take a photo. I can just use this. And shout out to my guy CJ, man, because he actually put me onto this. If you are a one-person team, highly recommend you guys pick this up, and link for that will be in the description below as well. And then I have my business cards right here, man. Got this sent in from Vistaprint, so got those in because I will be handing out a bunch of those while I'm here. And last but not least, some microfiber cloths, because you can never have enough microfiber cloths. So that's pretty much everything of all the gear, man, that I carry with me when I travel. Is it overkill? Most likely it is overkill, but for some reason I always feel like if I don't have it, I feel like that will be the time that I need it. So that pretty much wraps up this video, guys. If you have any questions about any of the stuff that you guys seen right here, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. Again, major shout out to Keeper Security for sponsoring this video, as well as sponsoring my CES trip out here. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
You should know better. Took you away, you said that you love me forever.